Joined now by Garrett Williams, ahead of the Orange and NC State in the Dome Saturday. And Garrett, the guys we've had coming in here so far in a good mood, refreshed. It feels like coming off a bye week. What would you say about you and your unit in terms of health and approach right now?
I feel like everybody's in a really good place right now. It was a great week to be able to sit back, get off your feet a little bit, recuperate because we got it's going to be a hard, tough stretch, and so we need to have all our legs fresh. We need everybody to be ready to go.
There's always that expression, this is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first game of the rest of the season, and it's certainly one with a lot of buildup, two top 20 teams. There's a lot of excitement, right? I mean, this is what you sign up to play big-time college football for.
Yeah, this is what I dreamed of, and this is what the team's been working so hard for over these past couple of years, just to be able to have the opportunity to play in these type of games. Because at the end of the day, all you want is just the opportunity to show yourself and show your abilities.
Your ability so far has been evident. Your second leading tackler on the team with 30. Forget about the takeaways. We can get to that in a second. You're going to be on pace here to have more tackles than you have in your other 2 years. And are you a sure tackler, or is it just kind of the way it's worked out so far?
Yeah, I mean, I just play hard. I don't really try to keep counting the tackles. I see the ball, I just try to get to it. I just like playing football.
Yeah. Well, taking the ball away is something you've done too. A couple of picks plus the one fumble, and it kind of popped it to yourself, a fumble recovery. Is it that simple as you say? You like playing ball. You go out there with confidence and with some zeal for the game, right? And the rest sort of takes care of itself.
Yeah, I prepare myself really well during the week so that when the game comes, it's just having fun, just playing ball, playing with my teammates, doing what we love to do together.
NC State, Garrett's won a lot of games for a reason. They've been ranked all year and could well be undefeated. They did have the one loss against Clemson and a close call against ECU at the start of the year, but they have material and personnel. When you size up the Wolfpack, what are the first things that come to mind?
I think just a really well-rounded team from offense, defense, and special teams. They do a really good job of picking each other up when others are down. I think you saw that really well against Florida State this past week. When their quarterback went down for the rest of the game, and their defense came in, pitched a shutout to allow them to win. They ran the ball really well when they, primarily throw the ball. So again, just a really well-rounded team with a lot of really talented guys, and I think it's going to be a great matchup. Sure.
Devin Leary is an all-conference caliber quarterback, suffered an injury to his shoulder, collarbone area in the last game. Is that taxing to you because you can't say for certain he's not going to play, so you have to kind of prepare for that, and the backup quarterback looks to approach it a little differently. So you got to kind of think about two different styles?
Yeah, 100%. But at the end of the day, tendencies are tendencies. They're not going to go too far off of just what they do. Obviously we're going to prepare for Devin Leary, one of the most talented quarterbacks we'll see, and then also the backup quarterback showing he's very capable as well. So, just preparation is key, so that way whatever we get thrown at, we're ready.
Well, it's a theme of this year. Every quarterback you're seeing, for the most part, has the chops, right? I mean, there aren't a lot of guys that aren't capable of doing something at this level, and actually there's some that are quite good and have had standouts. So game in and game out, that's got to get your focus.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like every week's a new challenge. So, we just take it one game at a time. We keep preaching, trying to be 1-0 each week. You don't want to look too far ahead, and you don't want to look too far in the past because you just want to appreciate the moment you have right in front of you in the present.
Are you jacked up specifically to have this one at home, and what makes you most excited anticipating this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a top 20 matchup. Again, this is what you dream about, working so hard with your team, things like that, and then being able to play my hometown or home state team, knowing some of the guys on the other team at this magnitude. Just coming from high school, it's just what we all talked about growing up, so it's just a great opportunity.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You're from the Charlotte area, and you can't live in the state without feeling the Tar Heels and the Wolfpack and that type of thing. And what type of feel do you have and commonalities? I guess, as you said, you probably are familiar with some of the guys on the team, so what does that mean, and does it kick it up at all for you?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's cool to know the guys on the team and be really familiar with the team just from being a little kid, but – end of the day, the game's a game. They're no different than anybody else in my eyes. You want to treat everybody the same because, any given week somebody can be on. But again, I know they got talented guys, talented coaching staff as well. So I got to bring my A game, and so does everybody else.
All right, well, that approach has served you well so far, Garrett, coming off a shutout and a bye week. Everybody fresh here, so exciting stuff for the weekend. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Garrett Williams. He and the Orange take on NC State in the Dome Saturday.